Hello everybody, welcome back to Making It Up. I'm Isa, and today I want you to join me as I shop around my makeup collection for drugstore products that I have been neglecting. I'm a firm believer that drugstore products can be just as good, if not better, than high-end products. Price doesn't dictate anything, so I do want to use this video to pay tribute to some of my favorite drugstore products that I may or may not be neglecting, especially here on the channel. So if you're into Shop My Stash videos or you just love a good drugstore makeup look, then join me as I shop my stash. Okay, let's get started choosing some products. Let's start with primer. This is the only drugstore primer that I have. This is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. Really love it. And let's just grab the Milani eyeshadow primer because, again, it's the only eye primer that is drugstore, so this one's coming as well. And then while I'm here and I don't have to move the camera, let me just grab concealer. I think I'm going to do color corrector and concealer. Okay, color corrector, it's gotta be this one, the Milani Supercharged Brightening Undereye Tint, because it's the only one that I have that's drugstore. And then, ooh, I could do either of these, my LA Girl Pro Conceal or my NYX Bare with Me Concealer. I don't know what to do because this is my OG, like it's the best one ever, but I use it all the time and I've shown it to you a lot, so maybe I'm gonna go in with the NYX concealer. And then moving on to foundation, I do have the L'Oreal True Match Nude foundation, but I feel like I use this one all the time, right? Like you guys have seen it a lot. I think I'm gonna go in with the next one. More NYX products. NYX is gonna be a really heavy brand in this video because I do have a lot of NYX products and I don't feel like I use this one enough. Okay, now we move on to the cheek drawer. This is where I keep all my powders and cheek products. So I don't think I have a drugstore powder. Let me see. I don't think I do, but maybe. There we go, yeah. Another NYX product. This is the NYX finishing powder. Maybe I'll use it. It's like a brightening powder, so it might not be like the best to use. But the foundation is matte, so maybe I won't need to use a powder. I do feel like I have like the same products over and over, like the e.l.f. bronzer, Hoola bronzer. Oh, I think I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Halo Glow because this is the newest one. Are you too bright, guys? This is the newest one and I'm really enjoying it so far. I don't think I've featured it as much as the others, so let's go for this one. For blush, let's do, you know what? Let's do Undone Beauty Lip to Cheek palette. This is in the shade Rosewood and it's gorgeous. Like, it's so pretty and I have not used this in a while. And then for highlighter, Burt's Beast All Aglow highlighter. This is in the shade Opal Mist, I think. Yeah, Opal Mist. Oh, I think this could be a good one. Let's set it aside. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, so let's put it aside. I think I want something a little bit more intense as well, so maybe a Colourpop one. Let me see, what is the shade of this? Stole the Show. No, I don't want that one. Oh, okay. Dreamcatcher. This is the shade Dreamcatcher and it has kind of like a peachy undertone that makes everything just so pretty. These are all my palettes. I want to do palette for the eyes, not single shadows. So, I mean, I have What Dreams Are Made Of palette. This is from Colourpop, very affordable. But I think I'm gonna go for a Juvia's Place one. I think this one, the Nubian, because the other one is a little bit more intense. I feel like this one has more fall colors and how fun, because fall is approaching. So you guys know I love the e.l.f. Brow Lift. I use this all the freaking time. I'm not gonna use this one today. And I have some like discontinued products, but I think that wouldn't be fun. I'm just gonna go with the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. This is not the best shade for me, but we'll make it work. To set, I think I'm gonna do the Colourpop Brow Boss Gel. This is an old one. They changed the packaging now, but it's amazing, so we're sticking to these. Let's quickly grab a liner. I'm just gonna grab the Old Faithful Honey Dude from Colourpop. This is the BFF Creme Gel Liner, I think. I don't know if I'm gonna use it or not, but let's just take it with us. And then for mascara, we gotta move back here. This is where I house all my mascaras, and I have a lot of drugstore mascaras, but what do I wanna... I always do the Essence ones. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Maybelline Colossal. I like it a lot. Okay, moving on to lips. This is like my nude lipstick drawer, and I think it's the one that I'm gonna be pulling stuff from because it's the easiest. Lip liner, I think I only have 2 drugstore lip liners. This like old Essence lip liner that could be good, but I think perhaps I will be predictable and just use my NYX one, the NYX lip pencil in nude beige, because it's so much better. I use it all the time, but it's my favorite and it's from the drugstore, so why not? Almost toppled the camera over, that's fine. Now for lipstick, I don't really have a lot. I think the only ones I have here are the Colourpop ones. I have a few nude shades here. Okay, this is the shade Cookie, which is a nude. Again, they also changed the packaging of these, but these are my old ones. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade, but I also have the shade Peppermint, and I mean, either of these could work. I'm just gonna grab a setting spray. This is the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. It's amazing, and it's the only drugstore one I have, so it's the one we're grabbing. Products have been picked out. The Get Ready With Me headband is on. So now we just have to get this party started. I'm gonna be starting off, let me just do a little bit of face primer with my e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. This I talk about all the time, and e.l.f. actually brought it back for a limited time. I don't know if by the time this video goes out, you can still get this, but this is just like their grip primer. I think it's kind of the same concept, but this one smells like watermelon. It's super hydrating, it's super sticky. Like, you see how it sticks my brows up? It just makes everything look and feel so good. So if you don't like sticky, you're probably not gonna like this, because you can see it is very sticky, but I love sticky. I'm just gonna let that marinate on my skin for a little while, and I'm gonna do my eyebrows a la Katie Jane Hughes, who does her brows before doing anything else. For brows, I'm using the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. This is the shade Brunette. Disclaimer, this shade is not the best for me. It's a little warm for me. So we are taking a gamble. The brows might look horrible by the end of this, but this is just such a perfect pen to just do little hair strokes with, and it looks so natural. Like, the tip is miniature, like, and there are so many shades of this. I might pick this up in my shade whenever I run out of this one, because I do really like it. And then I'll be setting with the Colourpop Brow Boss Gel. This is such a great brow product. As I mentioned, they changed the packaging, but it's so good. It goes on white. I think they have tinted ones as well, but this one just goes on white, but it doesn't leave a white cast, and it is it's a flexible gel. It's more like a pomade, I would say. It's not like a hard, crunchy gel, but it leaves the brows looking gorgeous and very soft. But it still sticks them in place, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the best of both worlds. Now let's move on to the eyes, because I want to experiment with the eyes. I want to have fun with my eyes. I'm going to use the Milani eyeshadow primer. This is really good. This is the shade 01 Nude. I don't know if they make other shades of this, but this is really good. Very affordable, and it makes your eyeshadows last. Doesn't crease, nothing. Very comparable to the Urban Decay one that I love as well. I've been using this for years, and it's still in my makeup collection, so you know it's good. And now I'm gonna go in with the Nubian by Juvia's. It looks like this. It has so many gorgeous, like, autumnal shades, and I don't know what I want to do, actually. I don't know. I use this shade all the time because it is so pretty, and, like, let me show you on my hand, because you can't even see it. It's super pretty and foily, but I don't know if I want to use it because I always use it. So that can be a little predictable. Let's just get started with like a crease shade, and then we'll figure it out. I'm gonna mix these two right here for my crease. We'll do this outer corner and crease. I think I figured out what I want to do. I maybe want to use one of these like fun shades for a like smoky wing. I think that'll be fun, but I'm going to start with a base of the brown first to add that, and then go on top of the shimmers. And it's not going to be a crazy wing, I don't think, because I don't have the patience for that today. But I will be bringing it all across. So it's gonna be a fun one. I think I'm in between these two shades right here. Which one should I use? One is more burgundy, the other one is more foily. I don't know what to do. I think I want to go with the foily one. This one right here. What do you guys think? I wish you could tell me what you think right now, and I could choose based on what you think. But I think I'm gonna go in with this one right here, and just go on top of that, what I already put down. This will probably lead to a little bit of fallout, but that's totally fine. Honestly, these eyeshadows are so good. Juvia's Place, I think, makes some of the best affordable eyeshadows available right now, or ever. They're very comparable, I would say, to like Pat McGrath eyeshadows and Tasha Denona, but like their palettes are $20. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the setting spray to make this a little bit more foily and intense. But yeah, these eyeshadows are so easy to use. They can be very intense though, right off the bat. So if you are more of a beginner, then just be careful because these can be super intense. But I love them so much. They have so many to choose from. They have so many colorful palettes that I think are harder to find at the drugstore for the quality and the price. But they also have fun neutral palettes like this one. Today I wanted like no fuzz makeup, you know what I mean? Of course I say that as I'm doing like a foiled wing on my eye, but I don't even know what I'm saying. But my point is, fucking love Juvia's Place eyeshadows. So if you're looking for affordable eyeshadows or eyeshadow palettes, Juvia's Place is the one, okay? You need to check out the brand. I might just go in with a bit of my favorite, this shade right here on my inner corner, just to add that little bit of an extra boop. I'm gonna apply it a little more subdued than I would if I were going in with my finger. But look at that. Ooh, so cute. So cute and easy. Now, do I want to use a little bit of this? You guys see me use my Honeydew Colourpop liner all the time. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this for shits and gigs, but I don't think it's completely necessary for the look. Always love a nude in the waterline. It just brightens everything up and makes it look so much cleaner, in my opinion. So now all that's left to do is mascara, Maybelline the Colossal Curl Bounce. I feel like I've talked about this quite a bit over my last few videos, but I really fucking love this mascara. I repurchased it 3 times and I love it because it fans out your lashes and it curls them at the same time while giving you a bit of volume. Like, it's not just a natural mascara. It can look more natural, or you can build it up, but it always looks so good. And it holds the curl really, really well. It fans everything out beautifully. I think they have a waterproof version as well if you need something that is waterproof and will never smudge. But on me, it doesn't really smudge. Overall, I love drugstore mascaras. I think there are some good high-end mascaras as well, but like drugstore always is a winner in my book when it comes to mascara. Mascaras go bad quickly, or like you use them up quickly, and spending a ton of money on a mascara hurts a little. So I love my drugstore mascaras. Maybelline, in my opinion, makes the best mascaras. Now the mascara is on, I'm gonna clean up the fallout and this beautiful mascara smudge, and I'll be right back. Time for the foundation. I don't remember how I use this, if I use this with my hand or with a sponge or with a brush. So, haha. I'm gonna be starting off with the Milani Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint. This is the shade Peach. I really, really do love this. There was a time when I was using this every single day. Now, I don't know. I just haven't been on my color correcting train for a while, but this is very good. It is very brightening, as you can see, like compared to that side, it looks a lot brighter. It is lightweight, which is something that I love and I prefer, because sometimes color correctors can be very heavy, or they can also be very orangey. This isn't super orange, it's more peachy. Now that that's done, it is time to move on to the NYX Bare With Me Blurring Tint Foundation. The last time I tried this, I remember really enjoying it. I grabbed a little dollop with my hand, and I'm gonna be starting off and applying this with my hands. Being careful around the brows. Oh no, my brows. It's working with the primer, I think. It's not lifting up or anything, but I do think I'm gonna have to go in with the sponge because I need more precision. Even though this is matte and it is looking matte on my skin, it's not too bad. I will say that. Like, it doesn't look bad or chalky. It's looking really good, actually. And it feels amazing too. Wow, I forgot how good this felt. And I think, if I remember correctly, it wears really well throughout the day. It doesn't get super dry or oily. Oh, yes, I like it. Now it's time to move on to some concealer, and I'm using the NYX Bare With Me Concealer Serum. This is the shade Vanilla, and I haven't used this in a while. I remember really loving it. I think it is a really good concealer, and it is a cult favorite. Very skincare feeling under the eyes. And I would say it's more of like a medium coverage. You can build it up. It's not super intense right off the bat. You do get a chance to play with it, and it will be a little bit more of a dewy consistency, or like a dewy look, because it is a serum concealer. The under eyes are looking a little glowy, so I might have to go in with the NYX finishing powder. This is going to be a complete NYX base because it is looking a little bit glowy, and I like that, but I do feel like I need to set it because even though this is a very lightweight serum concealer, it has more like skincare properties that will crease a little bit more. I'm not going to say it's heavy under the eyes, but it will be prone to creasing a little more, especially if you are more like normal to oily. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of the powder to set things. This powder has never been anything super special to me. It's just like a brightening banana powder, and I've kept it in my collection because I haven't bought another one. And it's nice, it's standard, nothing special to it, makes the makeup look nice and bright, lasts very, very well. Moving on to my bronzer slash contour, we have the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand. This is in the shade Light Medium, and I will say that it's a contour, but it can also be like a bronzer in my opinion. Like, as you can see, it has that cool toneness that contours tend to have, but it also is a little warm, so you can use it as a bronzer. I'm gonna use it as both today, and I'm gonna do a little trick that I learned from Melissa Murdoch on TikTok. I think that's her name. She's a celebrity makeup artist, and she does a weird contour where she just goes into like this little hollow here. That was just so smart. So I'll go in with a small brush and a tiny bit of product, and boom. I'll go here first, and then I'll grab a bigger brush, saturate the product here, and then I'll go into my regular contour area and like connect both. One thing I will say about this contour wand is that it is very messy. I don't know if there's like an on and off that you can switch, like if you can move it so that it stops depositing product, because this is getting disgusting. But it was like $10, so I don't mind it all that much. Moving on to blush, I have the Undone Beauty Lip to Cheek Palette 3-in-1 Color Cream. This is the shade Rosewood, and apparently this has like 3 levels of sheerness. To be completely honest with you, I've never used it like that. I just like tap my brush into a little bit everywhere, and then I get the excess off, and then I apply it. I really like this one as well. The shade is gorgeous, and I think it is a really nice just cream blush that lasts pretty long. Some cream blushes, because this has like different intensities, I feel like it helps with the lasting power, but some cream blushes, especially from the drugstore, tend to like fade away. This one doesn't fade as quickly, so I love that about it. And it's so, I mean, yeah, it's pretty intense, but it's easy to blend, I think. Like, I do like the intensity of it, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be wearing it. And then for highlighter, I don't know what to do. Should I do a little bit of this one by Colourpop or the other one by Burt's Bees? They're both very different. This is a little bit more intense. This is more of like a balmy one. Let's start with a Colourpop one, and maybe we will layer. I don't know, I'm in like a highlighter mood right now. I usually am not. This Colourpop one is a duochrome. The shade is Dreamcatcher, by the way. I don't know if they still make it, but it has this like duochrome peachiness that I just love. So I think it's gonna be interesting. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this to the highest points of my cheeks. I do think this is a little bit more intense than I'm used to now, because I'm used to just like balmy highlighters. And this is definitely more like, you know, regular old school highlighters. This one is a little old from my extreme highlighter days, but I do think it looks very, very pretty. It melts nicely into the skin, and I like the duochrominess. It adds a little something extra. I think it's unique. I like it. I like it. I don't reach for it as much because, as I said, it is more intense than I'm used to now, but I think it's really nice. Let's just add a little bit of the Burt's Bees on top for shits and gigs. This is definitely like balmy and colorless, so it'll add that extra gloss without adding more pigment, but I love it as well. I think it's so easy to use. It's very, very natural. I like to use it on no makeup days. And even though it is clean beauty, I've had it for a while. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't irritate anything. So it's still going strong. Thank God, because it's so good. And they're hard to find, I will say. They're not like, I mean, maybe online they're easy to find, but in store, took me a while to find it. So let me just add a little bit of that extra powder. And that is it for the cheeks. I'm just gonna spray a little bit of this. I did not think much of this e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. Obviously, it's a dupe for the Urban Decay All Nighter, and it is a freaking good dupe, guys. I used this last weekend for my cousin's wedding. I did her makeup, I did her mom's makeup, and I doused all of us with this e.l.f. product. They cried so much. I mean, we all cried, but they cried, like the bride cried so much, and her makeup was intact, and I think a big part of that was this. So it is a really good product. I think, again, it's less than $10. e.l.f. is killing it, in my opinion. They're a little bit ruthless when it comes to their dupes, but man, they do it well. They know what they're doing. So I love it so much, and I will be repurchasing it, obviously, whenever I need to. Let me just like touch up on the wings because I feel like they got a little lost there, but there we go. Again, for lips, I have a few options. I have my Colourpop ones. I could also just use the Undone Beauty product on the lips. You can use it everywhere, but I'm first gonna line with my NYX liner. At this point, you guys all know that I love it, and it's my #1. It's just like $5 and it does everything. You have so many colors and it's so easy to use. There's nothing quite like this one, I will say. I love mine and I will repurchase it till the day I die. Now it's time to talk about which lip to use. This is Peppermint. Peppermint is a matte and Cookie is a matte as well. Both are mattes. Peppermint is just a lot more peachy and Cookie is a lot more nude, but they're both very pinkish. I don't know what I should do. Maybe I'll go in with Cookie, and here's what I'll do. If I feel like it needs a little bit extra, I'll go in with the Undone Beauty. Colourpop lippy sticks, in my opinion, are some of the best lip products out there at the drugstore. Like, they're, what, less than $10? They used to be like $5 when I first bought them. Obviously, the prices have increased, but yeah, this is looking a little bit too cool tone. Let's go in with a little bit of peppermint on top. Why not? Still a little cool tone. I'm gonna blot a little bit of this off and apply a little bit of the blush on the lips, but as I was saying, Colourpop lippy sticks, so freaking good and so easy to use. I love the packaging because it makes it so easy to apply them, and it's mess free. They have so many shades. They have fun shades, crazy shades, nudes. They have a little bit of everything for everyone. Colourpop is one of my favorite drugstore brands. It's a little bit overwhelming because they come out with stuff every week, it feels like, but the lippy sticks will forever hold a special place in my heart. These are so good. I think this lip combo is working, right? Is it working? Let me just find a lip brush and do some magic here. I'll just blur it out a little bit so that it looks cool as fuck. Okay, I like this lip combo. I think it looks cool with the eyes. Perfect. This is the finished look. Let's take off the freaking Get Ready With Me headband, fix this hair, and this is how we're looking, people. I think everything that I used today was a highlight. I don't know if there's anything that really like stands out as, wow, I forgot how good this was. Maybe the foundation, because I haven't used it all that much. I think it's gorgeous, especially if you have like normal to oilier skin. It does blur, it does do everything that it's supposed to do, and it looks super nice. So I do think I'm gonna need to, bring that out more. The blush, I forgot how much I loved it. I love the color and I love how it looks on me. I love this look, and I love that I achieved it all using affordable products because it looks high-end, baby. It looks so fucking good. And that is a wrap for today's video. Make sure to use this as a friendly reminder to shop your stash instead of shopping for new shit. I know new shit can be fun, but just take a rummage through your makeup drawers, through your makeup bags, and find products that you have been neglecting or haven't used in a while. Put them on your skin and tell me how you feel, because it's amazing. It really does feel like you're shopping and you're rotating your makeup. If you enjoyed this Shop My Stash video and you want to see more like this, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. And if you're into super easy and real makeup and beauty content with a little bit of lifestyle sprinkled in, make sure to subscribe. I'm here every week and I would love to have you back. Also, if there's anything else you want to see from me, my DMs are always open. My comment section is always open. Let your ideas flow and I can execute them for you guys. So let me know down below if you have anything you want to see. But for now, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I love you so much and I hope to see you right here for my next one. Bye. Mwah.